Jimmy writes, "Hey Collider crew, I'm glad the crew is still together and I watch every day. Are you guys surprised at how The Wizard of Oz remains a part of pop culture, despite it being released 76 years ago? It's arguably the only movie of that generation that remains a part of pop culture, whether it's movie quotes or the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow. What are your thoughts on the status of Wizard of Oz in today's culture?"
Yeah, there are certainly other films from the era that have iconic statuses, but you are right. There is very few that you could mention in pop cultural context that everybody will instantly recognize. Like you go up to somebody and say, "And your little dog too." Everybody knows what you're talking about. You say, "There's no place like home." Everybody knows what you're talking about. You say, "I'm melting," and everybody knows what you're talking about. For me, like The Wizard of Oz holds a very special place in my heart because it was one of those films where every Christmas season, not on Christmas Day, but every Christmas season, one of our local networks up in Canada would play Wizard of Oz a couple of times a week. And I would watch it with my family, my mom and dad. We'd watch Wizard of Oz, and it's just magical. The themes of Wizard of Oz just transcend era. Do the visual effects of Wizard of Oz hold up? Obviously not, they do not, but the themes do. It is one of those fantastical fantasy films that this movie, you could have watched this in the 1800s had the technology existed. You could watch this movie in 2020 and it's still going to be the same thing. There's something so magical about that movie that transcends generations, transcends era, transcends cultural context, that is just enduring. And parents now continue to share this movie with their kids. And it almost doesn't matter what kind of parents you are. Like, not everybody like me and Christian will show their kids Star Wars. Not everybody will, but everybody will show their kids Wizard of Oz. And you're right, that makes it unique amongst the pantheon of Hollywood film history. It's just crazy that way, Schnepp.
I absolutely love this film. I've adored it since being a kid. I played the Scarecrow in my high school musical.
I got to see that.
It was me and Kevin Heffernan from Super Troopers.
Is that right after Ferris Bueller?
Yeah, no, it was before. Okay. A little bit before. But absolutely love Wizard of Oz. In fact, I saw it again when they released it at the Grauman's Chinese for its 75th anniversary.
Oh, that's right.
On the big screen, and it completely still holds up in IMAX. Yeah. It's fantastic. It's such a well-shot, well-made, well-written. All the musical numbers are incredible. Even the "We represent the Lollipop Guild," you know, it's like every single song is memorable. And who's watching this who's never seen Wizard of Oz? If you haven't, get to it right now. Right after we're done watching this,
absolutely.
Watch Wizard of Oz, because
that's going to be one of the films on our 30 films over 30 years old you got to watch. I mean, it absolutely would be.
Yeah, I mean, it stands the test of time. I actually saw it as well for the 75th in Grauman's, this IMAX, and the reason why, normally if it was a screening and we didn't have to do a review of it, I just wanted to see it again.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it in the big screen because it reminds you of being a kid and reminds you what your imagination will do. It reminds you when you're a kid, where that will take you, and it also shows you what movies can do and what they were able to do back then. You're right, it does. It doesn't matter when you watch it because of the themes and the story, and you take the musical. Not everybody's into musicals. Like Mark Ellis can't stand musicals, but you talk about Wizard of Oz, he'll talk your ear off about it because it's that movie that's the songs, it plays to the story, it plays to you're Somewhere Over the Rainbow, just for being home, being family, the lessons, everything in there. That's absolutely my daughter right now is 3.5, and she's got a horrible fear of witches, so I have to wait on that one. But she won't even watch Tangled yet.
I'm melting.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait to show her. But you're right. When the time comes and that fear goes away a little bit, I'm probably show her Star Wars first, but then I will show her Wizard of Oz.